The first day of home tutoring. I waited in an empty villa for half an hour. Voice came from the surveillance. Teacher, please stand up and turn around. Is this a tutor or a beauty pageant? I stood up to leave. The door to the bedroom on the first floor was open. The yellow light shines dimly. A faint aroma came out. The sound coming out this time is very seductive. Come in, the person you want to teach is here. It doesn't sound serious. Okay. I came to teach a first grader. English for a rich family like this. Obviously there is a study. But let me go to the bedroom to hand it in. Something doesn't seem right. Heaven and man fought. I'm thinking about the 500 yuan an hour wage offered by this family. It is several times that of normal tutors on the market. Gritted his teeth and walked in. After all, I am a big man. What are you afraid of? The light in the bedroom is dim. Dusky-looking people want to doze off. I can barely make out a woman standing inside. Wearing a silk-style cheongsam. Slim figure. Looking at the clothes, she is probably the hostess of this house. Is the child inside? There is a smile in the woman's voice. What is the teacher doing standing at the door? Come in. I took 2 steps subconsciously. The foot just landed. The bedroom door clicked shut. Excuse me. The remote control scared you. It wasn't closing the door that scared me. Instead, he suddenly approached the woman the moment he entered the door. The toes are almost completely against. Woman half looking up at me. The breath of speech spilled on my neck. Teacher, my daughter hasn't finished school yet. You can rest in my room for a while. It's too close. I can't even feel what she's saying. I just feel itchy neck. I dare not look into her eyes. He opened his eyes and nodded his head twice. But it was as if her sticky gaze hadn't moved away. Look from top to bottom. Like what item is being measured? Feeling weird. The lady in the dress. I don't know what you're reading. Very tall and healthy. Very good, I like it. What is this mess? I didn't like her. Does this matter to my teaching level? The woman chuckled and backed away. Let me introduce. This villa is mine. My name is Ryan Liu. 34 years old and lives alone. Widows, etc. Didn't I come to be a child tutor? This woman seems to be introducing her own situation. Ryan Liu smiled so hard that her eyes bent. I greeted him and sat down on the sofa with him. Pour another glass of water and pass it over. Don't worry, teacher. Knowing your employer's family situation can also help you. Later teaching. That's not bad. Maybe the light in the bedroom is too dim. Makes my throat tight. Drink a mouthful of water to moisturize. Dare to look carefully at the woman in front of you. Ryan Liu is very young. Also more than 30. It wasn't big at all. Plus they are rich and well maintained. Not a single wrinkle on the face. Tiny curly black long hair exudes luster. The complexion of the lining is whiter. The employer looked pleasing to the eye, also generous. Confirmed the reality with me again. The agent said 500 an hour. Ryan Liu showed a surprised expression. Too dark. I clearly quoted the price of 1,001,000 an hour. The water glass in my hand almost fell off. A soft and cool hand came up. Hold Liu Ryan firmly. I don't know when I sat down again. Close to me. Don't be nervous, teacher. I'm happy with you. From now on, we will all leave aside the intermediary. Private transaction. I'll give you 1,200 an hour. Is that okay? It's a fool not to make money. Nod quickly. What time do the children finish school? I'll take a look at his textbook first. Get ready. Ryan Liu turned around and rummaged through the drawer for a while. Just handed it to me. Almost half an hour. I only have these 2 at home. Make do with it. I rolled my eyes. Something strange. The agent said that the child in this family is over 7 years old. The first grade of primary school requires English enlightenment. Can be handed over. These 2 are drawing books for kindergarten classes. And the pages are a little yellow. It's old at a glance. Rich people attach great importance to the education of their children. Can pay such high tutoring fees. There are no other suitable textbooks at home. It shouldn't be. There are only these 2 xiaobao at home that can be used. Question 1 raised. Ryan Liu's reply became sharp. Excited like a different person. The rich woman has a temper. I dare not say anything more. However, the picture books are indeed bilingual in Chinese and English. You can introduce a topic. Wait for the kids to come back. Use his school materials to help with homework directly. While I was reading, Ryan Liu sat quietly on the sofa. And not doing anything. It's just that the hot sight can't be ignored. Time goes by minute by minute. Half an hour is coming soon. I close the book. I asked a question. Don't the children need to pick it up? No, a driver will pick you up. Yeah, okay. Waited another half hour. I was on pins and needles. I can't help but stand up. If the children are not here today, I'm going back first. And I wanted to pull that door. This woman is so strange. It doesn't look like a serious tutor for my daughter. Just arrived at the door. My feet freeze. Rian Lu stood in front of me. Aggrieved lip biting. Why are you leaving? I swallowed. You're not serious about looking for a tutor, are you? Rian Lu smiled. Who said no? He tugged at my shirt and yanked it in. I said it at the beginning. What you want to hand in today is me, okay? Such an obvious hint. It's a fool not to take advantage of it in a luxuriously renovated villa. The rich and beautiful rich woman's sister took the initiative to give her a hug. The temptation is too great. Besides, I'm an ordinary college student. Poor stability. There shouldn't be anything worth coveting Lu Ruyan. I put my arms around it. He touched his weak, boneless back. I just feel like I won the lottery today. So there were no children in the beginning. I don't know what's tired of stepping on this. Rian Lu's face suddenly changed. How could there be no? I have a daughter. I was fooled. Subconsciously asked. If you have a daughter, why are you seducing me? Who seduced you? Rian Lu's attitude is simply a 180-degree turn. Pushed over. I fell out of bed. Hit the heel. Sis in pain. Are you sick? Dirty words blurred out. Even a rich woman doesn't play with people like this. For a while, Wink can hook me up like this. After a while, I put on this look of resistance. Wait, the pain in my foot clears me up a bit. I quickly turned around and looked around. This can't be a game, can it? The villa is rented. The rich woman is pretending. Playing fairy jump with me or something. Then someone rushed out and threatened me with money. And the more I thought about it, the weirder it became. I found the tutor job in an agency group. Such a high real salary. In a remote place again. I met such a strange woman. Not so good news. It's all gone through in my head. How can pie fall from the sky? I quickly stood up. Stay away from Lu Ruyan. Fortunately, the reaction is fast. Although his clothes are messy. But still within the scope of explanation. My clothes and pants are in good condition. I won't teach this single tutor in your family. Don't come here. I've retreated to the door. Holding down the doorknob. The warm girl atmosphere just now was swept away. Staring vigilantly at Lu Ruyan. If there's anything wrong with him, I'll run away immediately. The atmosphere has clearly reached the point of tension. Lu Ruyan acted as if nothing had happened. Pick up your hair and come over. Don't move, he's getting closer. The smile on his face is also getting weirder. What are you running for? Where can you run to? I just found out. No matter how hard. The bedroom handles don't move. A cold sweat broke out from behind. I almost forgot when I entered the door just now. Rian Lu said. This door is opened and closed by remote control. Back against the door. I reached out my hand in a hurry. What about the remote device? Let me out. Rian Lu had a puzzled look on her face. Why go out? Crazy woman, I scolded. Reaching out to pull her over and search her. Fingers just touched her upper body. That fitted Chong Sam. Suddenly it was like hitting sharp scissors. Make a big hole. Moment. I watched as large tracts of silver were exposed. Don't go, it's not over yet. I'm going, it's not a game yet. Lonely boy and widowed girl. Untidy clothes. Alone in a room. Back direction. It is estimated that a strong man rushed through the door to catch a rape. At that time, I will have a mouth and I can't tell. The reaction has never been so fast. Door won't open. I immediately ran in the opposite direction of Lu Ruyan. Put a distance between you and him. Fortunately, the phone is in the pocket. I quickly took out my phone. Turn on video recording. Rian Lu, it's useless for you to go crazy and rely on me. I recorded it all. Except for recording Lu Ruyan. I didn't forget to flip the phone. Record yourself. Explain while recording. It looks like he took off his clothes and ran over. I didn't touch him with a finger. Rian Lu's movement suddenly stopped. Pull up the scattered clothes to cover yourself. What are you doing? I exposed the conspiracy. There's no way to continue installing it, right? I didn't put my phone down, still recording. What are you pretending to be? You're not looking for a tutor at all. It's not a lonely rich woman who wants to find a male college student. A liar. I looked at the woman's face. Just a little bit. Feel like you guessed right. Since it has been exposed by me. Immortal jump can't go on. The lurking strong man should not appear. I relaxed a bit. Rian Lu, this villa is not yours, is it? Oh, right. Maybe Rian Lu is not your real name either. Didn't answer me. It's not approaching. I slowly approach him. From his bulging chest pouch. Found the remote. It's really here. Press the door. Make a noise. Okay, I won't play with you anymore. I left. Rian Lu suddenly stretched out her hand. Palms are cold. Don't go, I shake him off. warning me to go out. Come here as a tutor. All 3 roommates know. If you don't go back before the dormitory access control at night, they'll call the police. The woman still caught up. There was a pleading tone. It's not what you think. My name is Ruyan Lu. The house is mine too. I have a daughter. They need tutoring. It's just that it's not here for the time being. It's all dismantled. Still so persistent to pull me. It is estimated that the task given to her by the deception gang cannot be completed. What punishment do you want? I'm too lazy to talk to her anymore. And he strode out. Ruyan Lu came to take my phone. What are you doing? Don't blame me for being rude. It's not good to hit a woman. It's okay to fight liars. Ruyan Lu moves quickly. Shaking his phone. Chin lift. No, take a look. I promised you 200 and compensation. 800 has been transferred. What are you doing? Out of the corner of his eye, he glanced at the phone. I can't go on. Heck, that's a lot of money. 2 whole cubes. Ruyan Lu's tone was gentle. It's not as weird as before. It's all a misunderstanding. Look, I forgot to tell you. The driver at home just sent a message. Said my daughter Xiaobao was detained by the teacher today. Can't come back on time. Delayed you for almost an hour. I will still pay the agreed tutoring fee. The rest will be compensated. While I'm stunned, Ruyan Lu has come to me. Fragrance. Hair on my neck. A small card dangled. Tucked into my chest pocket. Pressed twice lightly. Next time the tutor will be in the same place. I wrote the appointment time on the card. Remember to come to class on time. I walked out of the villa in a trance. No one stops. Is this all in my imagination? I dug out that card. One side says next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. On the other side, there are 4 words printed on the other side. When I went back to the dormitory. Only 5 minutes until the last access control time. Roommate listened to what I said. Laughed. You mean you just went to the villa to tutor? I don't see any children. There is a rich woman who still has charm and posted it upside down. Throw your arms around. In the end, you didn't run away from it. She reached out and touched my forehead. No fever? Go go go. I clapped her hand. Then look at this. And my account balance. The 4 words on the back of the card. And the real money transferred to my card. It's always true. My roommate slapped me with his eyes wide open. Okay, Fang Yuan. You're in luck. Such a good thing has happened to your boy. She analyzed it for me. And I came to a conclusion. I think Lu Ruyan is because she doesn't have a husband. Lonely but rich. Just ask someone out under the guise of looking for a tutor. Why can't I come across such a good thing? You go. I thought so too at first. But there are so many strange things about that woman. I remember her weird smile. I shivered. My roommate threw me the card. Wave your hands again and again. Didn't you say? In the beginning. Let you put on various fitness poses under monitoring. Lu Ruyan obviously likes you, kid. Go by yourself. Hidden in my heart is. I toss and turn at night. I couldn't help but take out the card and look at it again. It really showed me some problems. Ask for children with a lot of money. The hidden pattern under those 4 words. I'm excited to shoot the wake-up room. Friends, this woman is Ruyan Lu. There's a picture of her on the back wearing the cheongsam I saw her in the day before. The child in my arms smiles brightly. Damn it, she does have a daughter. So I thought about it. Do you think it's really a misunderstanding? It happened that his daughter was not there that day. I'm going to teach English next Tuesday. Anyway. No one can get along with money. I decided to make an appointment. On the appointed day. Guiying pulled her roommate to the vicinity of the villa. This villa? Roommate's eyes glow. Fang Yuan, this is unlikely to be a scam. This villa area is the most luxurious area in the whole city. Even rent. A day's money is not what we ordinary people can imagine. The woman you mentioned. There is no need to pay so much to lie to you. I'm really curious what tricks Ruyan Lu is up to. Decided to trust his roommate. Go in and find out. Although there is no security guard outside the villa. But access control is very advanced. When I'm the only one who brushes my face. Can open that big iron door. I asked my roommate to wait outside. I'm not assured. A few more words. After getting the roommate's promise, he walked in. It's about the same as when I first came. The villa was empty. No servants. No bodyguards. Ruyan Lu is not here either. Except for Lu Ruyan's bedroom on the first floor. There is no breath of life at all. Well, not really. I'm very vigilant this time. Take a closer look around the circle. I found a photo frame on the wall by the stairs. It's a photo of Ruyan Lu holding a baby. I took out the card and called for a long time. That baby looks like the kid on the card. When I was younger. What are you looking at? The sudden sound startled me. Ruyan Lu put on light makeup today. It looks more moving than the first time I saw it. Oh, it's okay, I see the children haven't come yet. Just walk around. This is my daughter Xiaobao. Lu Ruyan directly admitted. That is, there is really a child who needs me to teach. Rather than some sudden sexual encounter. Or an elaborate play. I relax a lot. Ask casually, is Xiaobao coming back soon? The sound of cars came from outside. Ruyan Lu looked at her. Suddenly nervous. Not Xiaobao. It's him. He's back. It's not that the driver is going to pick Xiaobao up from school. It's past 7 o'clock. First grade is long overdue. Ruyan Lu's appearance made me nervous too. Who is he you're talking about? Didn't my husband Ruyan Lu say he was widowed before? Where did the husband come from? After reacting for a moment, I immediately looked down at my clothes. Fortunately, nothing has happened today. Neatly dressed. Didn't move. Lu Ruyan a finger. Even if this woman wants to corrupt me. No evidence either. Your husband is back. What are you so nervous about? And I went up to the French windows, I want to see him. You should have brought Xiaobao back too, right? Ruyan Lu grabbed my wrist and shook her head. He won't bring Xiaobao. Run. Wait until he sees you and he'll be angry for no reason. I broke free of him. I don't understand, we didn't do anything wrong. I'm your daughter's governess. Completely explainable. What are you afraid of? And since you have a husband, why did you want it last time? I'm not finished. The door of the parked car outside opened. A tall, middle-aged man walked out. Ruyan Lu was so nervous that she began to tremble. Yes, her husband has good features. A middle-aged handsome man. Look Sven. A serious look. Will there be domestic violence? Otherwise, there is no reason for Lu Ruyan to be afraid of this. But if she is really afraid of her husband, why did you meet me for the first time? Do those things. More and more mysteries. I still keep calm. The man who followed the door said hello. Hello. I'm the governess your wife hired for your daughter. Responsible for teaching first-grade English. I remember the man who was smiling and nodding. After listening to it, his face changed greatly. My English teacher taught my daughter a nickname. It's called Xiaobao. The man just cut me off. My daughter has been dead for many years. One sentence confused me. But the woman next to me didn't confuse me. A long time, suddenly a hysterical roar. No, Xiaobao. Not dead, she's still waiting. The cry was shrill and mournful. It wasn't just shouting. After a few beeps, Ruyan Lu's body softened. The whole thing fell backwards on me. Eyes closed and twitching all over. Almost knocked me to the ground. How did that happen? The man shouted in a hurry. After our daughter passed away. She got hypochondria. This will be sick again. Hurry up, lad. Help me hold him down. I'm in a hurry and I don't have time to think about anything else. According to the man's command. Lay Ruyan Lu flat on the floor. Ruyan Lu feels like she has a cramp. Uncontrolled movement of hands and feet. They even put their hands in their mouths and nibble on them. If you keep pumping, he'll bite his tongue. Boy, I'm holding his leg. You put his hands down. And don't let him be shocked. The situation is urgent. Life is at stake. I gritted my teeth. Ride directly on him. Hold him down by the weight of your body. She also controlled Ruyan Lu's moving hands. Two adult men suppress Lu Ruyan. A grunt in the throat. Hands and feet are still dishonest. But you can't move much, so it seems. This Lu Ruyan has a series of strange actions. Can be explained. He probably got some kind of a disease that cannot control its own emotions and movements. You'll be hot and cold with my attitude. So young and beautiful. And so much money. But it turned out like this. Poor. I wiped my sweat. Only then did I have the energy to turn around and ask him. What's wrong? What's wrong with you? What were you on the same side as me just now? The man who suppressed Lu Ruyan together stood there. Hold the phone. Weird smile. I'm recording male college students under the guise of door-to-door tutoring. Force my wife. I'm not right, it's evidence of forcing my ex-wife. Bright and dazzling. My brain shut down for a moment. Deceived. You have to trust your instincts. This is a simple fairy jump. The woman playing with fire is responsible for seducing. When the time is right. Then jump out of the so-called husband, catch rape. I glanced at Ruyan Lu, who was lying on the ground in disheveled clothes. Instead, calm down. What do you want? Money? Ruyan Lu on the ground gradually stopped struggling. The truth with closed eyes. Fight for money. The struggle just now. The skin on the wrist is worn in several places. Stop pretending, the video is already recorded. The man laughed, young man think too much. Ruyan Lu is not pretending. He's really sick. Probably the video you want has been recorded. Look at my attitude. The man leisurely can't read it. Unceremoniously kicked the person on the ground. Do you see it? He won't wake up no matter how noisy he is now. Those feet are not light. Another red streak appeared on Rian Lu's arm. I frown that you are not together. Man laughing. Didn't you just say it all? Rian Lu is just my ex-wife. Now that you are divorced. Why would he listen to my arrangements? He changed his style. Raise the phone. Boy, that video just now. I miss you. I don't want the teachers and students in the school to see it, right? I vaguely feel that I am close to the truth. Calm down, you are using Lu Rian to extort money in this way. How ugly is the corruption of money? I'm just giving you these hairs that haven't grown all the way. Just a few lessons from a woman's boy. The man raised his voice. Justifiably. Even if he's out of his mind. We got divorced. Rian Lu. This kind of woman is not something you can think of. Okay, cut the crap. 100,000 bucks. I'll give you the video and this phone. I screamed 100,000. If I had so much money. How did you end up in such a remote place? To be a tutor? Man snorts. Can't get the money. That's your problem. Don't blame me for being cruel. I pinched the corner of my shirt. 100,000, it was too much. I'm a poor student who can't come up with that much money. I want to know. Why did this game hit me in the head? The man shook his finger. It's not a setup. It was Rian Lu who picked you. His eyes swept me from top to bottom. Show a wicked smile. You are young and strong. Good looking too. Otherwise. Rian Lu, this woman will not have your idea. What do you mean? Lad. You look a bit like me when I was young. I look like this scumbag. Take a closer look. Facial features. Especially the eyebrows and eyes. It's really similar. But I seem to have another face in my mind. More like me. Eyes fell on the photo on the wall. Rian Lu held the baby with her eyes open. Smiling. Like me. Rian Lu's daughter looks just like me when I was a child. Man interrupts my thoughts. After the young man realizes where his strengths lie. It's Quickie have a cold. A terrifying possibility came to mind. Just pretend not to understand what you mean. The man said disdainfully. You were almost hooked up to bed by Lu Rian. What pure is it now? Don't you understand? Go hook up and coax a few rich women. 100,000 won't be here soon. The fog gradually dispersed. The truth of the matter became more and more obvious. I'm too lazy to pretend to be with scum anymore. This is how you got rich back then, right? Men are triumphant, yes. Rian Lu's family has money. She lived like a princess. My mom has no money. Just a face. It's okay, I took Lu Rian and gave birth to another female doll. I thought I had all the wealth in my life. Who knows that girl's life is thin. Died at the age of 5. Dead is dead. Just a girl. It can be regenerated. Lu Rian, this woman actually went crazy. I really interrupted him. You dislike Lu Rian from time to time. So you divorced him? Of course not. Men hop. My brain is not broken. How is it possible to keep the long-term meal ticket and don't take the initiative to throw it away? He said angrily. It's his dad, the old man is so disgusting. I just raised a few women outside. It must be said that I am not attentive to Lu Rian. I just got divorced from Lu Rian. Get out of the house. I don't have a penny left. Fortunately, the old man soon died of illness. Rian Lu, this crazy woman, has gone crazy like this. You still won't give me the money. Grab me every day and want to have another little treasure. Bah, I'm not interested in lunatics. It still matters to make money. I see. Lu Rian lost consciousness after losing her daughter. I want to have another child with my ex-husband. But this scumbag in front of him has completely ignored his thoughts. Lu Rian's condition is getting worse and worse. I even looked a bit like his daughter. As a substitute. Ah, what am I telling you about this? Really dizzy. The man came and patted me on the shoulder. Anyway, you hurry up and get the money. Transfer it to me within days. What happened today? No third person will know. And I looked up at him. Why doesn't a third person know? The man was stunned. Rian Lu is crazy. Not everyone knows the world, you know. I know. Go Chichuan, pointed to the back. What about him? The man looked in the direction of my finger. Disdain your stupid roommate who came with you. Do you think he can save you? I've lived in this villa for a few years. The man walks to the staircase on the first floor. I clicked the French window. It's custom made. Can't see it outside. The sound insulation effect inside is also very good. Everything that just happened. He neither saw nor heard. I have also locked the door. Do you think he can come in and save you? I looked in front of the whole floor-to-ceiling window. Roommate walking around repeatedly. Know that the man is telling the truth. Roommates can't see what's inside. But I took out my phone. It is being displayed on the call interface. Excuse me? The phone is always on. He must have heard. The man was shocked. Pounced on me to grab my phone. I roll over and dodge. Back to the staircase. What if others find out? You are in my place now even if the police come. Can't get in for a while. Enough for you to die. A crisp click. The locked door opened. The man was completely confused this time. Stuck in place and muttered how could. How could you possibly know the secrets of the villa? That's when I was looking at that frame before. By the way. The roommate rushed in immediately. Stop in front of me. Is Fang Yuan all right? I didn't expect this scumbag to be so brave. I have called the police as you said. Of course I'm fine. Before coming this time. I repeated Lu Ruin's every move. Still can't rest assured. There are toys for children in the villa. There are also picture books. There are indeed traces of children living. But those things are old. It doesn't look like rich people will still use it. I spent some time asking around. Found a piece of news from the city a few years ago. She was the granddaughter of the famous entrepreneur Lin Bin. Accidental death. The woman has mental problems. Suspected marital breakdown. Follow this lead. Plus my guess. It's roughly the same as what Lu Ruin's ex-husband said today. Anger spurts out of the man's eyes. So you already knew. I'm just trying to find. The evidence exposes you more thoroughly. Just punished by the law. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes today. I can't believe it. There are still such shameless men in the world. The day after my daughter passed away. He was photographed sleeping with a woman outside. Ruian Lu was stimulated by the loss of her daughter and the betrayal of her husband. Mental problems. His father divorced the couple before he died of a serious illness. And put most of the property in trust with the foundation. Lu Ruian's ex-husband has been entangled many times after the divorce. Not much benefit. Simply use willow smoke. The obsession with having a new child. Set a trap for immortal jumping. Deceive into the door in the name of door-to-door tutoring. The fraud is estimated to be college students. Thin face and afraid of being expelled from school. It is best to pinch it after taking a video said this kind of thing a few times. How much did you charge? The man burst out laughing. Just you two little brats. What can you do to me? The roommate was taken aback. I have called the police. The police will be here soon. So what? I said this is my villa. My turf. I'm afraid this guy is going to jump over the wall in a hurry. I noticed something push roommate away. Be careful, bang. There was a loud noise. Blazing fire. In a trance, I saw my roommate's anxious look. It's alright, underestimating the enemy. What explosives did the scum set off? The figure disappeared into a sea of fire. It's okay, I'm a strong sports student. The first time I saw his strange movements. Knocked down roommate. Stick to the ground. No direct impact. So what do we do now? The glass outside the villa has been shattered. But there's fire out there. I can also hear the police car's horn outside. But how do you get out of the fire? A faint sound came from the side. Go to my room. I don't know when Lu Ruian woke up. Eyes on his bedroom. I wonder if his mind is clear now. A little anxious. Ruian Lu, stop thinking about having children. Your ex-husband is crazy. They want to burn us. It wasn't Ruian Lu who stood up. There are blankets in the bedroom. We rushed out in our clothes. In the blink of an eye, my roommate was scalded by a fire snake. Shout out. Trust him once. The two of us set up Lu Ruian. Quickly retreat towards his bedroom. Bedroom door closed. Finally cut off some stifling heat. But my roommate and I both knew. This door won't hold up for long. If the police outside can't put out the fire in time. I'm afraid we'll all be stuck here. Did you call 119 when you called the police? My roommate gave me a blank look with retarded eyes. What do you think? How did I know it was on fire? The roommate sighed on the side. I don't feel good either. I thought. Ask your roommate to find out the details of Lu Ruian in advance. This time it will be foolproof. I never thought of that. Ruian Lu is a poor woman. What's really hateful and dangerous is his scumbag ex-husband. As for what Ruian Lu said about rushing out with a blanket on. The roommate who was blackened by the fire waved his hands again and again. It's too dangerous. I can't finish it. We're all going to burn here. It won't happen. Ruian Lu, who had been silent, suddenly stood up. I dug out a few things from the bedside table and threw them over. Fire blankets can block flames. Roommate can't believe it. True or false? How could you have such a thing in your house? Xiao Bao I bought. Don't be afraid of fire. Fire blanket. During the school fire safety drill. I have seen it. But what Lu Ruian threw over? Open it up. Printed with a large area of cartoon patterns. It doesn't look like a fire blanket at all. Roommate throws the blanket aside. Can you believe the words of a madman? Go out in this thing. It's like having a flammable object on your body. Must have been burned. But the fire outside shows. Then it became a lot more violent. Crackling everywhere. The temperature starts to rise throughout the bedroom. I haven't heard any sound of firefighters approaching. I grabbed Ruyan Lu's wrist. Stare into his eyes. Tell me. Why do you have a fire blanket by your bedside? Ruyan Lu was scared. Just keep muttering Xiaobao. Not afraid of Xiaobao. His daughter who died unexpectedly. Something flashed through my mind. No longer hesitate. Put on a blanket. Yell at your roommate and put it on. I'll count to 3, open the door and run to the door together. Aren't you crazy too? Believe what a crazy woman says about fire blankets. I turned around and said only one sentence. Lu Ruyan's daughter Xiaobao. It was because of an accidental fire in the kindergarten. Died trapped in a fire. The roommate obviously thought of something too. And then say yes. Believe in your fire. The hot bedroom door was kicked through. The scorching flames devoured the 3 of us in an instant. Hot at high temperature. But it didn't really burn the skin. Hurry up in front of the broken floor-to-ceiling window. I can vaguely see an orange. That direction. I see the firefighters. Before losing consciousness. Vaguely feel like someone is pulling my arm. It should be safe. I am relieved. Completely blacked out. When I open my eyes. The sense of smell comes back first. The strong smell of disinfectant. I breathe a sigh of relief. Know that you are in the hospital. A familiar voice came from the side. Fang Yuan, you kid got out of the fire. He fainted. Scared me to death. Roommate looks better than me. Stay by my side. Would you like a drink of water? She went on and on about what happened next. That woman gave us a fire blanket. Shortly after you passed out. Firefighters quickly brought the fire under control. You have to ask Ruyan Lu. She's fine, but she sent a few more closures on the road. He insisted on going back to save his daughter. Hey, it's poor too. My roommate took my empty glass. Good thing you got it right. I couldn't believe it. That pile of fancy blankets is fireproof. Xiao Bao, the daughter that Lu Ruyan cares about the most. He died in a fire. He got the seal disease because of it. But I didn't forget. Put fire blankets in the bedside cabinet in the bedroom. Perhaps in Lu Ruyan's world. His daughter didn't leave. I still need his help at any time. Just happened to help us this time. That scumbag? Dead. No roommate slaps the edge of the bed. Not as cunning as that old thing. Escaped at the moment of the explosion. But he didn't get very far. Caught by the police. That's good. This bastard must be punished. I'm just too nervous. Plus excessive smoke inhalation. I was discharged after 2 days. The first thing to do is to see Lu Ruyan. He was admitted to a specialized psychiatric hospital. Sitting on the hospital bed. In hand. I was holding a fire blanket with cartoons on it. Xiaobao is not afraid. Mom will save you. Too bad. Roommate shook his head. Received a second stimulus. Madness seems to be getting worse. Such a young and beautiful woman. A doctor on the side approaches the patient. Lu Ruyan's family members don't have to worry too much. Under strong stimulation. Can effectively relieve depression in the heart. Her condition looks serious. But it's actually getting better. Look, this is the last test she took. My roommate and I looked at each other. They all laughed. What happened to Ruyan Lu was so pitiful. It's distressing. I hope you can communicate with him more. Say something lighter. Maybe get better faster. Lu Ruyan has no other relatives. I took the job. Took a long vacation. Day and night in the hospital taking care of him. Roommates often make phone calls. Follow me. Report on the latest progress in the case of Lu Ruyan's ex-husband. Court day. I specially started the live stream in Lu Ruyan's ward. Lu Ru these days. The smoke is getting clearer. Can recognize me. I also slowly remembered what happened in the past few days. The judge pronounces the sentence in court. Man charged with arson, racketeering. Sentenced to 12 years in prison. Ruyan Lu's eyes turned red. They locked him in. It's all over now. Ruyan Lu nodded slowly. Close to my arms. Xiao Yuan, thank you. I have a present for you. So long together. I can feel Ruyan Lu's dependence on me. I also have a kind of affection for him. But the gift he took out still scared me. You want to give me the villa? Ruyan Lu nodded. When my dad left. I'm afraid I'll suffer. Entrust the money and equity to the foundation. I can't control that part of the money. So that person had other thoughts. You are so kind to me. But all I can give you is this villa. Who said that? I interrupted. Can't hold back anymore. Hold him tight. The gift I want is you. The future is long. The future is hard to say. But at least for now. With Lu Ruyan. Is what I want to do most.